was a tough deal with a banker there, but welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're having a great day so far. We are starting a new series on Forest River, North Dakota, and this is going to be our realistic roleplay series. So we're kind of gonna play things realistic. I have realistic pricing, you know. We won't have our HUD on. We're gonna try and do things in the cab, unless I'm recording a time-lapse video. That's the only reason I will have a outside camera. So we just got done at the bank here in town. We had to get a loan because we just moved here from Missouri. So we're going to head back to the farm now. We got a $240,000 loan to start us off with, and so we'll head back to the farm and I'll show you what we got going for us. So we're basically moving here for now because the Elma, Missouri farm went down under and we couldn't save it. We had to sell. We were forced to sell everything, and it took most of that money that we got from that to get everything moved here. So we're going to try and make it. We're taking over Grandpa's old farm that he was forced to also sell, and we found it for a good price. We got it for a better price than most people would have because we're related to him. So he still lives on the farm. We saved him from having to move houses. But here we are pulling in, and we're gonna get to work here today, spreading some lime and giving a little farm tour. So we got Grandpa's house there, and our houses we're taking over. This was Mom and Dad's house, so we are taking over that. And it needs a little work, but that'll come in the future. We have this little garden shed here that we put up when we first got here. It's got our little riding lawnmower in it. So we'll get back up here. This is the truck we have. We have a Ford F-250. I think this is a 1973, I believe. So we're gonna get going here. So we'll take a walk over here. This is our main heated shop. We were able to save some of Grandpa's old equipment. This was one of Grandpa's first tractors that he ever bought on the farm. So we're gonna be using this for odd jobs around the farm. We got a bale spear on the front so we can move bales with it. But if we go in the main heated shop here, we have our John Deere 7520 with a 640 loader on it. And this tractor is also one of Grandpa's newer tractors that he bought before he was forced to sell. And we were able to get this back. It was not easy to get this one back because it was a pretty hefty price for it, but we got it. And this is one of Grandpa's brand new mowers that he recently bought before he was forced to sell, as I mentioned before. So we were able to save those. And we'll come out here. We don't have anything in the small area there in the shop yet, but we're going to go over here. We're going to take a look in this Quonset hut here, which was one of the buildings Grandpa built, newer buildings that he built a couple of years ago. So we got our 4455. This is our main tillage and planting tractor on the farm. I was able to pick this up just outside of town here for a fairly reasonable price. It was a little bit high, but we got it. This is our Vermeer Tedder. We picked this up also from the same guy that sold us the John Deere. And we got our old International truck, which was one of Grandpa's trucks that he bought back in the day. We got our old John Deere planter. which was also one of Grandpa's, but we were able to get that back, and one of Grandpa's gravity wagons for hauling grain. So most of the equipment on this farm is Grandpa's, but he's pretty much loaned it to us to get the farm back and running because he just can't do it anymore, and he's getting a little bit too up there in age. So this is our Wilmar Super 600 that we just had delivered today, actually, and we're going to be using that today to spread some lime, hopefully. And here is our John Deere, I believe this is a 1500 drill. This is one of our newer drills that I found for a fairly reasonable price, and was able to get onto the farm here. And we have over here our ripper, our John Deere ripper, or our John Deere plow, whatever you want to call it, and our ATP 7.4 cultivator, which will be also probably used today to cultivate the fields after we mine them. We got some haying equipment too, since we got the mower that I showed you at the beginning of the episode. We got this old rake here. It's 8-wheel rake. And then we got our John Deere 435 baler that we'll be using quite a bit around here to make some hay. So, we'll take a walk over here. We got 3 Butler bins, which was able to keep the grain stored when Grandpa was using it. He was able to get by with 3 bins. We'll be doing 3 crops, so I figured we'll probably do 1 crop in each bin. We have our Westfield auger here that we'll use to fill and unload the bins. Got our diesel tank there for filling up the fuel. We'll take a walk back over here because I realized I forgot to show you the cow pasture that we have over here. I redid some of the fencing when I got here. So we'll take a quick walk over here. Make sure if you guys like this series and you want to see more of this type of content, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you want to. But this is our cow pasture. I forgot to disable the thing here, so we'll go do that real quick. Our markers. There we go. So this is going to be our cow pasture. Got a little bit of work to do. We got to get this water tub cleaned out, get all the grass out of it that's been growing in it over the years. And we'll get this all cleaned up too, so that'll be a project for this summer while we're looking for jobs to do around the farm. But I feel like it's gonna keep us busy on this farm this year. Got this one random hay bale that I guess Grandpa baled up and didn't use or didn't have anything to do with. So let's grab the 4455. We'll hop up in here. Let's get the steering wheel down. And let's go ahead and pull this forward. We'll get her backed on out here. We're gonna get her hooked up to the spreader here, and we're gonna go spread some lime on the fields that we got, and I'll also show you the land we own too, along with everything else we have on the farm. See if I can find the steering wheel button. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Alright, so come out here, connect it up. Attach the PTO. This tractor should be perfect for pulling this. Shouldn't have any trouble with horsepower. Alright, so before we get going, I'll pull up my tablet here and I'll show you the land we own. So we have 41, which is right behind the home farm. We got 40, which is our little hay field out front. We got 28, which we're going to put into beans. And 39, which has sunflowers in it at the moment, but we're probably going to till that up because I don't foresee us having anything to do with sunflowers. We need something that's going to make us a little bit more money. And we also have field 26 here. What I'd like to do is I've been talking to the guy that owns 27, and he may rent it out to us. So after he harvests his sunflowers here, he might be able to rent it out to us for a fairly reasonable price. He lives just down the road, so we're gonna try and get that field picked up so we can have a little bit more ground to plant some beans and corn. And our 3 primary crops on this farm are gonna be beans, corn, and wheat. So, and possibly some oats, but I'm not sure about those yet. Probably wheat, corn, and soybeans for now, because we only have 3 bins and we need to start making some money so we can start paying off this loan so we don't lose this farm too like we did in Missouri. So we're gonna get on up to the co-op here. We're gonna see if they can give us some lime, and we'll get back to the fields and we'll start getting stuff prepped for springtime. because it's April and we gotta get planting this month. And as of right now, we only got 1 day to do it, so we gotta get done. We gotta get done now. So we'll head up here to the co-op, and I'll see you guys when we get up there. Alrighty, we're pulling up here to the co-op. This is the driveway to Lime Station, which is up here. Just a little ways. So we're gonna get up here. We'll get the spreader untarped and get it pulled underneath the Lime Station here. If I can figure out where the pipe is for it. I have to pull up the map again on the tablet and see where it is if we can't find it here. Oh, there it is. I see the pipe sticking out of the barn there. That should be what we need right there. Alrighty. Let's get pulled under this auger here. Just like so. We're gonna pull forward just a little bit more. Alright, let's get this untarped. And we will start filling up with lime. Can we fill up with that? Oh, we can fill up with solid fertilizer here too. Good. Alright, good to know. But we're doing lime today, so this is, we'll fill up with that. Should take a minute. Okay. Let's, we'll leave that untarped for now. And we'll get on back to the farm. We'll, probably hit that first field with sunflowers in it. Or maybe we should till that one. We should probably till it up first before we do any lime spreading on that. So maybe we'll hit all the fields that are already tilled up. And then, we'll grab the plow and head out there and kind of rip that up, get those sunflowers out of the field, and see if we can't start getting a more profitable crop out of that field there. I would also like to get another piece of hay ground to maybe do some more baling, so we have a little bit more bales for our cows when we do eventually get them. I'm gonna try and get them as soon as possible, but I'm focusing on getting the farm up and running and getting our crops in first before we start worrying about cattle. So we might even hold off on that for a little bit, leave that pasture up, and we might even mow it just for now until we can get cows and we are able to do that. But fields are looking nice around here. Farmers are getting their wheat in, and or their winter wheat is starting to come up, and or spring wheat, and hopefully we can get our crops coming up too, so we don't look like we're falling behind. So here's the sunflower field that I was talking about. We got, I don't know how many acres that is, but it's a pretty good sized field for what we're doing, so we'll have to get the plow out here and till that up. I'm trying not to hit these railroad tracks too hard. Trying to keep all that lime in the trailer, not spill it all over the road. 'Cause then we got a problem with the road commission. We don't want to deal with them. We already got enough problems right now. We can't afford to be paying road commission fees. So we'll kick her up into road gear here. We'll get her on home. Good thing this co-op isn't too far of a drive. I think we'll pull in here. We'll do the farm or the field behind the house first. I did mow the lawn just today, I believe. Yeah, I mowed it today. Got it all set up, ready to look nice. I'm working on I'm excited to get into plant season here. Alright, so I think for this job we'll probably jump out of the cab just because it's easier to see where I'm spreading. So we'll get going here. We'll jump out the cab, we'll set up the drone. And here we go. We're gonna get this all limed up and ready to rock and roll. We'll turn off our hazards here. Hopefully we'll have enough money to be able to buy all of our seed this year and all that stuff. That's primarily why I took out that $240,000 loan, so that we have enough money to be able to buy our seed, fertilizer, lime, all that stuff, and not have to worry about, you know, going under and stuff and not making any money, being able to pay the bills. So we should have enough to make it till harvest. I do want to get some, maybe some oats in the ground. I know I talked about wheat, but I was thinking oats are a little bit more profitable. So we might put some oats in some of the smaller fields we got. Probably that field across the road from the house there. Not the one with sunflowers in it, but the other one. It's across the road. So we might put oats into that one. This one will probably be soybeans right behind the house. And I don't know if we'll do any corn this year because we're trying to get some money so we can pay off that loan, but we might do a field of corn or something. The fields just don't have the nitrogen in them for corn this year, so we gotta do some things that don't require as much nitrogen in the soil. So I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Sure has been one heck of a time trying to get this farm all set up and ready to rock and roll. So we'll keep trucking along here on this field, and we'll see how much lime we got left over, and hopefully get doing the next field here. And if you like the content, drop a comment, let me know what you think of it. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear what you think of the new series here on Forest River. I'm excited to get into playing the game and stuff, and starting off a new series with a little bit more realistic roleplay in it and everything like that. So we're gonna try and keep it realistic, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. Alright, there we go. That is all spread. We'll turn the spreader off, and we'll hop out of drone view here and back into the tractor. We're gonna head over to the next field, and we'll see what we can get ourselves into here with the next field. I'm thinking we'll go do that furthest away field first. So we're gonna go out this way. This farm has two entrances. It has this one back here that kind of curves around on the back, and then it has the one that goes to the main road out by the house. Here's our hay ground that I was talking about a little bit ago. We'll probably hit this on our way to the other small field over there. So we gotta get some lime put down on that before the grass starts getting too tall. It's our neighbor field here. This is the field I'm trying to get to him to rent to us. It's quite the big field. I don't know if we'll be able to handle it, but maybe we can turn this little piece up here right next to the tree line there into a piece of hay ground or something like that, so that we can get a little bit more bales out of it and make some more money. I think what we're gonna do with the bales for now is we're gonna see if I can find an old bale trailer, and we're gonna sell those bales instead of keeping them for the cows. For now, we'll sell the bales and get some money off of them. That way we can afford cows at some point. So I think that's the plan. We're pulling up here to the field entrance. Here's our next field we gotta lime. We'll pull on in here. Alright, we'll jump back into drone view here. And let's get going. We do have GPS on our tractors, so we will be using that from plant season most likely, and tillage, and probably some of this lime spreading. That other field was just kind of small, so I didn't really feel the need to turn it on, but this field will probably set up a GPS line after we get our headlands done here. Probably just do one headland around, should be good. I'm surprised we're not using as much lime as we are. Surprised it's not going down faster. I figured we would have had to do a couple trips already for spreading lime on these fields, but this map does have realistic custom soil mapping, so I know it's all over the place, so our yields are going to be all over the place too, but that's good. I like realistic. This is why I chose this map for our first roleplay series on the channel. It's very realistic to its area. Got real ground, like hilly terrain and stuff that's close to the actual area. So hopefully we don't screw anything up on this save game and it doesn't get corrupted, but like the Westby save game did. But hopefully we will be able to continue this series for a while. I think I'm gonna enjoy this one, so I think we'll keep this one on the channel for quite a while. Alright, we'll turn around here. I'll set my GPS line. Set my A point there. Try and keep it as straight as we can. Hit that again. There's my B point. And we'll hook on there. Now we can get out of drone view and we can actually do this in the cab here, which will be nice. Alrighty. Sure we're spreading back there, and we are. I'd really like to get these fields tilled up after we get lime spread here, but I think we're just gonna have time today for lime spreading, and then next episode we'll get into tillage and getting that stuff done. So hopefully you guys will stick around and come for the next episode. Lock onto our GPS line there. This is a beautiful tractor. I love it so much. Glad I got the purchase of it. Not sure what we would do without this tractor, because the other one has a hard time pulling this lime spreader, so. Because just the horsepower of it, it's not enough for this old lime spreader. Even though you'd think that tractor would have enough. It doesn't. It just pulls the back end down and doesn't allow to get any traction. And it might help if we put some duals on the back, but trying to spend as little money as possible, so. Leave. We just have a little strip over here to do. We'll grab this. Not even sure if it's going to spread here. It's kind of tiny. Nope, doesn't even need it. We also have the, not only does it use GPS on this tractor, but it also uses the soil mapping with the, uses the soil mapping in the GPS system to tell the spreader when to spread, which is quite the cool technology, so. Hopefully that continues to work, and we can also use it for some fertilizing here when we go to spray, and we also got to look to pick up a sprayer also for getting rid of weeds. Shouldn't have too many weed problems this year since we plowed all of our fields mostly. So hopefully we'll be able to just use the fertilizer spreader for some nitrogen application here that we got pulling behind us right now. Hopefully we'll be able to use that for some nitrogen application and be able to get that corn growing better than ever before. So we're gonna head back up here to the next field, probably hit that grass field, and then hit the small field right across the road from it. We'll be done with lime for the day, and we can sit down and relax for a little bit before we gotta start planting and getting things tilled up and ready to plant. Honestly, might not even till up the land. I might just plant straight into the tilled up ground now. Wouldn't be a bad idea. It'd be a little rough on the planter, but we don't really have much time to dilly-dally around and get stuff done, so. We'll pull into this field here first. We're gonna go down to the field entrance over there. Don't mind just rolling that stop sign. There's nobody coming, no cop, no stop. Right? Alrighty. Pull on in here. And we'll start spreading. Might have to go get some more lime here. Looks like we're getting quite low. Look back in there, I can just see it in the window, but can't see it atop the spreader anymore, so. I guess we can do this in Gab, going around headlands. It just takes a little bit of practice. We'll get better at it. The more we practice, we'll get better at farming here in North Dakota. We'll learn the ways of what crops to plant, what crops not to plant. Eventually I want to get into some more variety of crops, but for now I'm just going to stick with soybeans, corn, wheat. As I said previous in the beginning of the video. We'll get around the edge here. We're still spreading. Just gotta take a gander back there every once in a while and make sure we're still spreading that lime. And we will set our AB line here again. There we go. Don't need that on at the moment. Probably even turn our game up a little bit here. Did we run out of lime? I think we did. I think we ran out of lime just as we got... Yep, just as we got to the edge there. Well, let's go get some more. Pull on out of the field here nice and easy. Kick her into road gear. Grass is starting to come up nice though. A little bit greener than it was last month when I first looked at it. We moved in here around March, sometime in March, and got everything set up. Working on getting all of our tractors acquired. I would have filmed that process, but I figured I'd spare you guys until we got into some actual field work so it wouldn't be boring, just me driving around in the truck all day looking at tractors, so. If you guys would like to see me go around and look at tractors more when we do, let me know. I'll record some of that when I'm going around town to check out some tractors if we ever look into getting some more or upgrading. I'm sure I'll show you what we're looking at, but if you want to see more of that, let me know. Drop a comment, hit the like button, maybe subscribe while you're down there too if you like the content. We're almost at 250 or 200 subscribers. I believe we're 8 away. $250 subscribers, and we're doing a face reveal. Probably only have the face cam on live streams though. I don't see any reason to have my face in a video. But we're gonna get some more lime here. We'll get back to the farm and get the rest of the field spread with lime and call it a day. Sounds like they got the bins running. Sounds like they got the fans running over there. We'll swing the tractor around here. Go. Fill her up with lime again. Okay, if we have some extra, we can store it in the shed there. I'm also looking at getting a skid steer of some sort for the farm. I was looking at maybe a Kubota or a New Holland of some sort. See if we can't get excuse me. See if we can't get a smaller skid steer for the farm, so we can load our seed and stuff and move pallets around when they get delivered. Turn our hazards back on here. There's nobody coming down the road there. We're gonna cut in here, hop across the tracks. Not sure why they have a stop sign there, but okay. I know that's a railroad crossing sign. Never mind. Looks like a stop sign from the other way you're coming, but I guess it's a railroad crossing sign. My bad. Okay. Here we go. Back on the road. Alright, we'll head down here to the other field. Slow the tractor down here. Pull on into the field. And I think we'll start spreading right as we come into the field here. Fix that spot there. We'll turn here. Lock onto our GPS. Speed her up a little bit. We can go a little bit faster with this spreader since it's wheel driven. Well, that was quick. Quick few passes. We'll have to come back around the other way and get the rest of that there. Go. We'll just make sure we get all this here. Alrighty. And that concludes that field. One more small field to go, and then we'll be done with lime spreading for the day. I don't need to kick her into road gear here since we're just going down the road. Just a little ways. Okay, here we are. Start spreading. Come right around here. Right in between those two passes there. Alrighty, our lime spreading is done. Job done for the spring. Except for that field we gotta till up, but we'll do that next episode. We'll get that field over there tilled up and probably start planting. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Forest River, North Dakota. And if you did, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next episode, whenever it gets made. Peace.